Hi everyone, it's Nono here, and this is live 98 of the Creative Machine Learning series. I try to show up as much as I can, trying to do it once a week, but it's been really hard to do it for the past 2 months. So I've been just doing one stream a week, and I'm trying to get back at pace and try to at least get 1 or 2 hours weekly, so we can take a look at more of the latest developments in machine learning, how we can apply it to creativity, and also to release more episodes of the Getting Simple podcast, which is a podcast about creativity, technology, and culture. All right, so the first thing I want to say, I'm Nono Martinez Alonso. If you don't know who I am, I have a background in architecture, but I specialized in computational design and programming interfaces and things for other people. But I also try to do creative coding. And in this live stream specifically, I'm trying to do it with machine learning and AI. And as you know already, there are a lot of new advancements and things that are going on. And my intention here is to catch up with as much as I can, and also try to develop long-term projects that we can evolve and we can learn from, right? So you will learn some programming basics, some advanced programming things, and also concepts and hands-on tutorials on machine learning, automation, productivity, and more. So I think that without further ado, I would love if you leave a comment. If you're live now, you can do that on the chat. If you're offline, you can do that on the comment sections, and let me know where you're connecting from. If you learned something today, and if you are enjoying, give me a thumbs up as well. I'll remind you now that you can click on the subscribe button and click on the bell if you want to get notified when I go live next, or when I upload new videos. I hope to be editing some of the things that we do on the live stream and some other videos that I record offline as tutorials that you can learn from and watch on demand on the YouTube channel. All right, so let's get started and see what we're gonna do today. You can also join the Discord community at Nono Discord or in that QR code. And reminder that last 2 months, the live streams, so Live 96 and Live 97, were about Stable Diffusion. I was playing with the Imaginary Framework by Bryce Drennan, I think was your name. I don't have it on top of my mind, but I think it's Bryce. He's also on the Discord channel, so you can reach out to him, follow him on Discord or on Git. And yeah, so you can go back at nonodogma/live/97 to watch that. And as always, you can submit questions to this live stream or to the Getting Simple podcast at gettingsimple.com/ask. Okay, so what are we looking at today? I honestly don't have a list of bullet points. I have some things in mind and actually I do have a bullet point, but for a different reason. I'm trying to gather topics of things that I've been thinking in my head that I want to build a tutorial for, or that I want to record it because I already know. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna open here my Notion document so you can let me see. I'm gonna open here. Great. Okay, so this is my Notion document. So if I can put it a bit larger so you can read, and some things that I might record tutorials for are some productivity tricks for Notion and for Chrome search engines, and other things I have to do with automation. I recently got a question on YouTube for how to upload shorts with the YouTube API. There is a lot of traction on one of the videos that I uploaded from, I think it was, I don't know if it's live 70 or live 36 or something, but I think live 70. There is a tutorial for uploading videos to YouTube through the YouTube API automatically. And the thing is, like, people were asking, how do we upload shorts? And I had to update, make a fix to the script. So the script is now up to date with a method. And after you authenticate, you can use the same script we did for uploading videos. you can use it to upload shorts, with the difference that your video needs to be have like what is it, 9:16 ratio, like the proportions of the video, and you need to make sure that the video is shorter than 60 seconds. And that proportion is the Instagram or TikTok proportion is 1080 by 1920, I think is what it is. So yeah, we can do a video on that to make it shorter. I think the other video was a bit long, but it also deals with how to set up credentials and download, set up a project and all that stuff. There's some people who are logging in there that say that it wasn't working for them. So that, just a reference, it's a video that you can search, is how to upload videos to YouTube with the YouTube API. And I'm going to give you a quick pointer there. If you go to my my YouTube channel, we can type it here, youtube.com/Nono Martinez Alonso. And if we go there, that video is on the video section and has a red cover here. So upload videos to YouTube with the Python API. And yeah, so you can watch it. It seems like it's helping some people, and other people are finding errors. So I need to go through the same process with a new account or something to see where people are hitting, because I don't see those errors that people are saying. And I don't know if you haven't visited the channel for some time. I did a bit of a rebranding where, I try to now simplify that we have podcasts on creativity, tech, and culture, and videos on creative machine learning. And the overarching brand is Getting Simple and Nono Martinez Alonso. So I hope you like that, and that's it. All right. So I was talking about today, and the other thing that we're going to do is that we're going to see how to transcribe chapter markers with Whisper. That's OpenAI's AI. And I don't have a cover screen for this, but it would be maybe good to do that. So let's see. I have one here for imaginary, so I'm going to go and really quickly here with you while you're watching. I'm going to edit this, and instead of imaginary today, we're gonna talk about Whisper, OpenAI's free transcription model, AI transcription. All right, so this makes it for a cover screen. We can delete these other slides from today. Seems there's a mismatch here. So let me actually go and fix that on the template, because otherwise I'm gonna hit this in next weeks. All right. And let me do some housekeeping. So we go to the OBS markers. Today we're going to be working with the markers. So if you're connecting with us live, I'll really appreciate if you leave a comment and say hi in the chat. Okay, so here I have the markers. So, something's not working with the markers. Maybe we have to fix them to be able to make this thing work before I can do what I wanted to do. Okay. So for those of you who are watching, what I want to try to do, right? And this is still an interlude, and I don't have a proper timestamp, right? So this is the cover screen for the tutorial. What I want to do today is use Whisper AI to transcribe. So I'm going to show you, and that's pretty easy. I've already done it. I have it set up on my machine. You can also run it on Google Colab. But what I want to try to do is to do something that I've been meaning to do for quite some time, and I've mentioned it on the live stream. That is, as I create a timestamp with the Stream Deck, so with Elgato's Stream Deck, this is this panel that I have here, right? As I create markers by pressing these buttons here, like the mark, intro, off, out, today, link, and break, right? If I click mark, for example, creates a marker, intro, off, out, today, link, that I'm clicking buttons here and they're writing to this file. Somehow we don't get the actual timestamp, which something broke. And I'm glad that I checked this early, because otherwise I wouldn't have realized. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I know now. I know now what's going on. I'm not recording locally because okay. So in previous live streams I actually was recording a video, like a local video, and now what's happening is that I'm not recording locally, I'm just streaming. So these markers here don't have any file to reference to see how long it's passed since they started recording till the time that till now, right? So the only thing I'll have to do is record. And hi Jose Luis, how's it going? I did just, your sound is great. Oh really? I don't know why. It's the same mic as always, but yeah, I'm it's probably because I'm super close to the microphone, and I'm here at my headquarters. All right, so I was saying, well, how's everything, Jose Luis? Maybe now that we have you here, you can tell us a bit of what you've been doing on your own live stream. By the way, when I don't know how much lag there is. Seeing some of your comments here, but I don't know if you're there, if you'll be able to reply. Are you available right now? I don't know. Maybe you can jump on audio with us and you can tell us what you've been up to these last weeks on your own live stream, which I haven't been able to catch up with, but I know that there's some new playlists with advanced grasshopper. Am I getting on the spot? Do you want? I mean, if you're available, let's do it. I mean, because for 10 minutes. Okay, let's do it. So I'm gonna send you here so we're gonna get Jose Luis on the line. I don't know how this is gonna happen, but maybe we can get him really quickly. So I'm gonna send you a link for a Zoom call or something, maybe. Yeah. So we're gonna get Jose Luis live here for how much time he has for me. All right, so let me see if I can do this, and I'm gonna have to. Okay, this is things that happen live, so at least 1 minute lag. Okay, well, we're probably not gonna have any lag now because I'm gonna get you on my headphones. So let me see, maybe I can use these ones here. And for anyone else who's connecting now live, I would invite you to say hi on the chat. Tell us where you're connecting from. All right, so I'm trying to connect here and send Jose Luis a Zoom link at the same time. All right, I'm here. Time's running out. Okay, participants, copy invite link. And there you go. Oh, wow. He was faster than myself. Okay, I'm going to connect to... Okay, I'll connect to mine. All right. Okay. 1 second. 1 second, because I cannot hear you. So one sec. Things that happen live. 1 second. Oh, wow. This guy has a chroma. 1 second. Okay, I'm trying to see how I do this quickly, improvising. It's fun that we're doing this live. I cannot hear you yet. 1 sec. I cannot hear you, but I will in a second. I'm just piping audio to my headphones. Okay, can you talk now? No. Okay, yeah, I can hear you. Okay, let's see how we do this. Okay, I'm getting audio from Jose Luis. And can you talk now?
I can talk now if you ask me to.
Okay, so your audio is being piped to the live stream at the moment. So I'm gonna now try.
Do I need to worry about what I say publicly?
Of course, you should. All right, so let's see. Let's see how we do this.
Hold on, I need to get my coffee from the coffee pot. Just
It's
give me 1
okay.
second.
It's okay.
Give me setting up.
All right, so I'm gonna mute Jose Luis for a second. Hello, hello. Okay. Okay, so Jose Luis is muted for a second, and if you're live, okay, so Jose Luis is back. So I'm trying to add right now. I'm trying to add Jose Luis to the screen, and I don't know, maybe
with the dirty old trick of the OBS capture.
Yeah. So let's see, what do we do here? Window. I think Jose Luis is gonna have to leave before I can pipe this thing. Where is the window thing? Video capture, media source. Oh man, I'm getting old. Isn't there like a Mac screen capture? Is it? Maybe no, that's not it. Aren't we all? Yes. Oh man, media source? No.
I think you can do screen capture of just like a small window on your desk.
Oh, okay. So display capture, video capture. Yeah. No. Media source, isn't that it? No, media source is a video.
But you can just do like a window.
Browser, color source, image slideshow, scene, siphon client, text.
You do the full desk, and then you crop.
Oh, method window capture. Okay, I got it. Okay, almost there. Zoom meeting. Okay, now everyone's seeing us both. I'm gonna need to. This is like really like okay, pin. So I'm gonna hide self view. All right, this is the full thing. This is how you do it. All right. You're probably gonna see yourself in there. I'm cropping manually, so that's how it happened. Okay. And so I'm adding in OBS. You probably just see the screen, not see everything. And now I need to add a filter, chroma filter. Chroma key, magic happened. Yay. All right.
I see myself perfectly overlapped over you.
Wait,
it's your body with my head on it.
Okay, so wait, so you're here. Great. I guess that works. Okay, and now let me see. 1 sec. I might just not want to mess up. Okay, great. And now I get no. Oh, where am I? And now Jose Luis has to go. All right, so we're here. Technicalities overcome. I guess we're more or less the same size now.
Yeah, and now we have 8 minutes because I have to jump to my next meeting.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that sucks. Technology. Okay. So for those of you who don't know Jose Luis is a friend of mine. So he's in Cambridge, Massachusetts. I used to live there, really close by. And yeah, so he has his own live stream, Parametric Camp, where he creates tutorials and does live streams like this one. Mainly over the past years has been C#, Grasshopper, and all that stuff. And I know that later you're getting into other things, but well, so I'll ask you. I'm gonna turn like this as if I was with you. What have you been doing lately? I don't know if
Oh,
that.
wait, I think you are right here, correct?
Yeah.
All right. What have I doing lately? Ooh, so for those of you who may or may not know or follow the channel, last year in 2022, we started a playlist called Advanced Development in Grasshopper. And when I say a playlist, I basically mean that we record several videos and several tutorials which are designed to be viewed or consumed or learned from sequentially, as if forming a course, like something that starts from the beginning and then gets more in depth progressively, etc. So this playlist was about going beyond what you can do with Grasshopper out of the box, and learning how to script inside of Grasshopper and learning how to develop your own plugins and your own components, etc., etc. I think I need to sit more like this way because like you're over here, right? And but look, somewhere in May last year, I had to stop.
Okay.
Somewhere in May, I had to stop streaming because life got complicated. And then, so I paused recording of these videos. And then I picked it up again this year because I received an email from Getting Simple discussing this idea of years and the new year as a milestone to reflect on past achievements and plan on future achievements. If you haven't, you need to subscribe to the Getting Simple newsletter. It's very good for mental reminders. And so I got back into streaming and I finished the playlist last week or 2 weeks ago. So now it's a
Nice.
full course that you can take from the beginning to the end to learn these techniques. And right now we are in a bit of a transitional period because we've been doing playlist and monotone advanced development in Grasshopper for so long that I'm a little burnt out from, let's say, the same content or like recording this massive project, which is a playlist or a seminar or a course, however you want to call it in YouTube terms.
Hmm.
So right now, what I'm trying to do is like more like small pieces of like maybe one video about this, maybe another video. Maybe I tried the other day, someone shared a repo on our Discord that I found interesting. So we just made a video where I was like cloning the repo, giving it a try, seeing if it worked. And because it worked, we ended up recording a video about it, but we are in a little bit in a transitional period of doing smaller things before we start tackling another big project. I think the next big project the next big project is going to
It's gonna
be
be Git.
a Git playlist, like intro to
Okay.
Git.
Yeah, that's
So I
nice.
think that's a little bit where we are. That is not very design specific, but I have come across so many people who have not used it or who want to use it, but they find it a little overwhelming or they don't know where to start, that I think is going to be very useful, even if it's not so computational design specific. It's more of a tool that is very handy these days.
Okay.
So that's a little bit of where we are, I think. And also, I think Git was very high. So I recently conducted a poll on the Discord server asking people what did they want to see for topics in 2023. And Git and GitHub was very high. I think it was on the top 5. So we're going to do that.
Okay.
Mhm. What
Yeah.
is the what is the Nonomad channel? What can we expect from the Nonomad channel Getting Simple in the next few months?
Complicated. I don't think I have a super clear idea yet of what's going on, but I was trying before I answered that. I was trying, and this is like, again, it's a bit sketchy because it's just gonna probably show over here, but you'll see what I'm trying to do, and so this is something I thought of recently, that you can actually crop like a real-time website by overriding CSS and putting like a green screen color. And actually you can also apply the color
Chroma?
key, the chroma key, to the CSS. And it doesn't work perfect, but it does the job to create like a real time thing that we can show here, and overlay some of the Jose Luis's latest videos, so I can put them here.
I'm seeing it right now. There's a lot of lag between my
Yeah.
Zoom call and what I see on the stream.
So yeah,
it's very cool. Yeah, you're right. It's a
so
really
what
good
I
idea.
so what I wanted to prototype, one of the things I want to prototype is like if we actually have something like a website, like a React application or something, where you could have items on the screen, but the background is green, and then you can have interactive stuff in your broadcast in the. I don't know why, like how to hide the Zoom UI. These are like
Mm.
we'll perfect all this stuff. But yeah, so let me just show some of Jose Luis's videos here.
Oh, something
This,
I want to try too. OBS has a plugin where you can use shaders on the video stream.
ooh,
So I want to try that
okay,
out too.
okay. And look, so let's try this now. So now I don't know how it will be, but now I have a slider, right? The videos slide, yeah. So I can sort of slide videos, and if I calculate where they get to, yeah. So these are videos from um, Jose Luis's channel, and he's also done some DALI API and stuff that we've been looking here. All right, so that this is all really experimental. He has to go,
I have to go. I have
and
a meeting.
yeah,
I'm
so
sorry.
I can continue talking to you guys, but yeah, thanks Jose Luis for connecting, and we'll
Anytime.
okay. Yeah, we need to do
Anytime.
this more often. Bye bye.
I know. I
Bye
know. Bye. See
bye.
ya.
Moment. Okay, that was fun. That was a little fun experiment we just did there. All right, we're gonna remove this, and yeah. Okay, so if anyone is with us, feel free to drop any comments or um, anything on the chat, and don't forget that you can subscribe and click on the bell to get notified when I go live next or when I upload new videos. Okay, so let's go back to where we were before, just as a back. Where was I? Yeah, so kind of like a behind the scenes. This is what I did to show Jose Luis's stuff on OBS without the background, right? And yeah, so we have some other stuff, and yeah, so we were exactly here. Okay, how have you been? No, Prasad Saloke. Yeah, I've been good. How have you been? I just realized today we have some missing pieces for what I wanted to do today, so I just called Jose Luis and saw a few things there talking about parametric camp and stuff. Okay, so what are we going to do today? I cannot create markers, so I guess I'll have to do them later. There are so the things that I'm going to do today, let me introduce it on the channel. So on the video here. Okay. All right. So let me go here and say an introduction. Hi everyone, it's Nono here, and this is an experiment with Whisper, which is OpenAI's free transcription service. So this is AI transcription, and they released this model openly. So it means that you can download the model and you can transcribe audio to text, multilingual in many different languages, including English, Spanish. And you can do that for free on your own hardware. You can do it on GPU, you can do it also on CPU, and this is a model that has been ported even to mobile devices, and it works really well. More recently, OpenAI also released an API. That means that you can make API calls, you can send an audio file and say, transcribe this for me, and they will do that with the best, most performant model for half a cent of a dollar per minute of audio transcribed. So that means it's actually $0.006. So it's actually not half a dollar, it's a bit more than half a dollar. All right, 60% of a cent. So half a cent of a dollar, sorry. So per minute of audio, you're actually doing per minute $0.006. So if we have 10 minutes, that would be 6 cents of a dollar. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to get coding, and I'm gonna try to show you at least what I mean with this, what I really want to do, and that way we can, we can start making sure that everyone is on the same page with the same mental model, right? And okay, so let me sure I revert back some of the things that I did while Jose Luis were here. And Prasad, if you're online, where were you connecting from, and what have you been up to? I'm gonna reverse some of the changes I did. We're trying to connect to Jose Luis here. Okay, we're gonna close Zoom, and we will close the Notion window. Okay, so I think we're all set. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so long story short, let's get back at my desktop. So the goal is to get an audio file and transcribe, right? So the first thing we could do is, and let me try, I'm not sure how, so Prasad is connecting from India. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna try to, first we're just gonna try to transcribe some audio. So what I'm gonna do, so Prasad Saloke says he's a regular viewer of our channel, so thanks. That means a lot. Give me a thumbs up on the video to let me know that you you want to continue watching this type of content. And yeah, that's great. What type of stuff have you been learning from the channel, or what type of videos are you most interested in, Prasad? Okay, so I'm not gonna go into too much detail today because I've covered this before, I think, and if not, yeah, I think I have. We built a Google Colab notebook before, but what I'm gonna do here with this software that I use to capture audio, that is called Audio Hijack, right? What this does, and we don't need to go into depth into this one. This gets audio from my microphone that I have here. It passes it through, it outputs to the loopback mic device that goes into OBS and you hear, and we can also put recorders in place. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually change the format to compress or high quality MP3, and we're gonna start recording. So I'm gonna record, and we can record now. So, okay, this is Nono Martinez Alonso, and this is a test audio recording. So we are now live, and I'm talking about Whisper, which is OpenAI's AI transcription model, which is free and available for everyone to try on their own hardware. You can download it from GitHub, and you can feed it with audio, and you will get the transcription. It will auto detect the audio of your, so the language of your audio file. And more importantly, you can also use this on OpenAI's API for 0.6 cents of a dollar per minute of audio transcribe. And I haven't used it, so if you're interested on that, that's something that we could also take a look at on the channel. All right, so this is recording. Where is it recording? These files are actually going into recordings hijack, and this specific file is here. We are going to stop maybe now. So this is, I think, enough audio. It gives us more than a minute, and I'm gonna stop. So I can turn off this block, and I can actually get this back as I had it on my settings and put this back. All right, so we're gonna take this to my desktop, and I'm gonna put it in the folder 98 to know that this belongs to this live stream. And now what we want is to see how we actually get this file and transcribe it using Whisper. Installing Whisper is super easy. So I actually have, if we go to Conda environment listing, I actually have an environment with a Python instance that actually already has Whisper installed. But if you go to the installation instructions, OpenAI Whisper or Whisper, let me see, Whisper GitHub, you actually already get these instructions here on how to install it. So maybe I can put them on the chat, Whisper, so you guys can follow along. But long story short, it's pip install and this, right? Or pip install OpenAI Whisper. Once you do that, you're going to be able to use it. And I have a shortcut command. So I'm going to go to our folder, and I have this text expansion that actually gets the Python binary from the Whisper Conda environment and uses the Whisper module to and the large model, and then we can pipe here audio MP3 file to transcribe it, right? This is a way I found in which I can ask Whisper to transcribe a file without having to go inside of the environment, because I'm using that Python. If you actually were to do which Python here, this is the path that it gives you. If I do which Python outside in the base, it will give me that it's using the base Conda Python environment. You would activate Whisper as environment like this, and if I do which Python, it gives me that it's using that one inside. So we can in short we can use this environment by just using this full path, or we can go inside and then use it, right? So right now I'm simply going to use it from here. So we have this audio file. I can say Whisper. One thing that is cool, right? So we do this because the only thing I'm getting here is this. So I guess I could do a print ls, and it just prints that. So I can use this command inside of Whisper's command. So let's see what I mean. So I'm gonna run Whisper. I'm gonna tell it to transcribe with the model Tiny, which is the fastest but also the least performant. And I can directly say this file, or I could, at some point we could just do this, I think. And I'm just gonna click here to see what happens. So this actually should try to read from the first 30 seconds of audio. It should try to figure out the language, which is English. It should then start processing this file with the Tiny model. If the Tiny model has never been downloaded to your computer, it will do that. First thing, it will download the model. And after it does that, it will start transcribing, right? So you can see here what I said. It detected that the language was English, and now it's actually transcribing. Let's make this full screen so you can actually see it. Maybe we can go like this. Right, so yeah, so here you go. We just ran this command here, which is the same as if we had done this. This in here. And, we get timestamps. So we actually get timestamps, and we get the transcription. So, okay, this is Norma Martinez Alonso, and this is a test audio recording. So we are now live, and I'm talking about Whisper, which is OpenAI's AI transcription model, which is free and available for everyone to try on their own hardware. You can download it from GitHub, and you can feed it with audio, and you will get the transcription. I think, this is the Tiny and the fast one, the one that works really, like the one that works the worst, supposedly. And I think it got everything really fine. There might be something that is not well, but let's see. So on top of the transcription, it actually gave me 3 files. So it gave me an SRT file. It gave me a TXT file and an MP3 and a VTT subtitle file, right? So if we see the SRT, you see this could be shown for like subtitles of a video, and then you have here the plain text, so you can actually just put that somewhere, copy paste. It even separates between sentences and maybe even like paragraphs if you want to separate line jumps as paragraphs, right? So let's just leave this here as the tiny transcription. So let's just put here whisper tiny. And if you don't want it to just speed the files in the same folder, you can use this output dir parameter. Is dash dash output underscore dir. And what I want to do, what I want you to see now, what we can do is actually let's put this. How is this? Okay, this is good. So we're going to open a new terminal, and I'm gonna do the same. So I'm gonna leave this aside for a second, and we're gonna do here whisper model. Now we're gonna use the base model, and we're gonna say output dir is gonna be whisper base, and we're gonna do here this file. Okay, so whisper not found because we need to do activate the whisper environment, and now we can run it. So what this is gonna do is, as I said, we don't have the base model, so it just downloaded it, and now it's gonna execute it. So it detects is English, and it's gonna transcribe. It's gonna take a bit longer than before, and probably not too long. It's gonna be also fast. But if you go to the large V2 model, that will be really slow. Surprisingly, this one got my name right. This one didn't. I don't really know how, like what goes into changing these differences, but honestly, yeah, I don't know. It's complicated to say. Okay, so we got that and transcription, and I haven't used it. So if you're interested in that, that's something we could also take a look at, right? So this is recording, where is it recording? Yeah, so we will have to see the differences. And now if we open this directory, you see that the files are where I specified that they should be put. And I do have the large V2 model, which is, I think, is the one that is the most accurate at the moment. So I'm gonna go into the GitHub repo again, so whisper, and let's see. So what I want to do is see what models are available. I think they're listed in here. Large, yeah, they don't list. Whisper performance varies widely depending on the language. The figure below shows a word error rate breakdown by languages of the Flourish data using the large V2 model. So it says relative speed like 32 times faster. So large is like 32 times lower. So let's run it here where I read some stuff, but I already have this model, so you wouldn't need to download it. And yeah, also for anyone who's online with us, I would also invite you to subscribe to the channel and click on the bell if you want to get notified when I go live next or when I upload new videos. And yeah, so I would love to hear from you on the chat. So if you let us know where you're connecting from today, that would be awesome. Okay, so I have here a comment from Prasad that says, can we use Whisper on Jupyter Notebook? Glad you asked. It's super easy and super quick, and I'm going to give you a notebook that I have edited from an existing notebook for that reason. So Colab Whisper. So let me look for the URL colab.research.google.com because I do have a notebook and I can share it with you right now. It's open. So okay, is this it? Yeah. Okay, so this is the notebook. I modified it from the original, which is linked here, and I'm gonna paste the link. Let me see. Right. Yeah, so I'm gonna paste the link. Whisper Colab notebook. There you go. So that allows you to set a URL here for an audio file, and transcribe it fairly quickly. So actually, if we select the tiny model to make it faster, we can actually start executing cells here. So note that I configured here the audio URL and the Whisper model. So it downloads the audio file here and speeds a few things. Well, it downloads the file actually here, but it sets the things that it needs here. So you can see the audio is already in there, and it's 15 megabytes, so it worked to download. And then later here we install the Whisper repo, and below here we transcribe as I was doing on my machine. Device is GPU, but we could actually do GPU. I'm not sure why the GPU is not used in here. GPU. Maybe for large files, you probably don't want GPU if you don't have enough memory, right? Okay, so the tiny model was downloaded and is running already. So just in like a minute, you can get these transcribing files for you. And yeah, we're gonna get it in a second. And you see the large V2 model is still running on my machine. Might even be slowing down my feed. I don't know, because it's using CPU, so I'm not sure how it collides with that. But the tiny model already started transcribing on the Colab notebook, so you can use that as well. Yeah, you can see it's pretty fast, and I'm not sure if GPU will make this faster. Let's try it. So the model is already there, and this instruction is just telling it to run on GPU. Okay, let's just try again. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what happens with the GPU here, but GPU is set and it doesn't work. So yeah, and what I have here, so it actually like zips the file and then you can download it. So you can run these two cells, and if the notebook doesn't go to sleep, you can actually get the Google Colab to download the file through Chrome to your computer automatically. Okay, so that's good. So that's a great thing here, and I put the link on the chat, so you can anytime you can actually go and download your files. And okay, so Prasad asking here a question. And you're not asking too much. It's great. Like, you can ask as many questions as you want. That's why I'm doing this live and not offline. Sorry if I'm asking too much, but have you tried using Whisper on an audio file where you speak English and Spanish in the same audio and look at their output? Yes, I have. We're gonna do it right now. So we can do two things. One is what happens really is that if I start speaking in English, it will detect that audio is English. So everything on the file, regardless of what language you talk, will be understood, but then will be transcribed in English. So that means that if there is a sentence in English, it will show up in English, and whatever is in Spanish, it will translate and then transcribe. So translate to English, right? Transcribe in Spanish and then translate to English, or do it directly. So you can see here the model here is a lot slower, but arguably is going to be a lot more accurate than the other one, right? So for example, in here, this capitalized transcription model, and it didn't do here, so it's better. And which is free. Yeah, but everything else seems like it was really good in the tiny one. But yeah, we'll stop this in a second. So if you want, I can actually try that example. Mohsen Afshari. Hi, Mohsen. Nice to see you connecting online. I'm glad that you're joining us. And yeah, so let's see, the recap is right now this is Whisper AI transcribing an audio file with the largest model, which is super slow on my computer. Don't forget, if you're online, don't forget to give me like a thumbs up to let me know that you're enjoying this type of content or you want to see more. And subscribe if you're going to get notified when I go live next or when I upload new videos. And one thing I'll say, please use the chat to tell me what things you're excited about at the moment, what topics you would like for me to cover on the live stream, because I have a lot of ideas, but at the end of the day, they need to be useful for you to learn some things faster. All right, so we have these two transcriptions. I'm curious about how it transcribes this differently, so maybe I leave it there. And the Colab notebook, did I? Yeah, I probably I stopped it. Not sure what happened here. Yeah, I stopped it. Okay, so we're gonna close the notebook. You have the link in there, and I'm gonna also close this. I'm not sure if Whisper Large V3. You have V3? Okay, so here you have the matrix of model size and models. And okay, so this is English only. I don't understand why this is English only. Okay, so let's maybe the English only model is faster for English. Let's try that. So if I were to, I'm gonna skip this because it's taking too long. I'm probably making my machine a bit slow. All right, so if we run this, I can do, let's just do this for simplification. Tiny n, and we're gonna see that the output there is gonna be whisper tiny n, and the audio file is gonna be this one. All right, so let's run that and see how fast it is. It has to download it. It's a bit smaller, so the one was 100 megabytes, I think. But the idea is that we can transcribe this super quickly and get like an idea. Okay, so Maritina. So the thing here is that I've chosen a model that is English only, and Martinez it might be in a different language. So that might also be a reason why it doesn't recognize it. Talonso. Okay, what if we do base instead of this one? Just to see if with like these models that are a bit more accurate but lighter, because it's just this .n means that the model only uses the English version, and I guess like it only knows about English and not other languages. All right, Martinez Alonso. Okay, yeah. So I'm not sure, but we can, if we stay at the tiny level for now, I think we'll do fine. Okay, quickly, next experiment. If I open my session here again, I'm actually gonna do MP3 again. Okay, no, English to then Spanish. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna name the file here so it names later. All right, so we're gonna record here. Jose Luis is back from his meeting. Do you want to join us? maybe you can join us for this experiment. Do you want to? If you want to, just let me know and I'll connect you. All right. Hi everyone, it's Nono here, and this is a sample audio that I'm recording. What I'm doing is speaking in English first from Malaga, Spain, and what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna switch to Spanish in a second. And what will happen is that whatever I say in Spanish will be transcribed by Whisper into English as well. All right, so Jose Luis is going for a run. That's great. I think I should do that at some point as well. But yeah, so if you missed it, we talked to Jose Luis before for a few minutes live here. All right, ahora voy a hablar en español. Esto es un test y esta es mi voz en español. Y estamos hablando acerca de Whisper, que es una inteligencia artificial de OpenAI. Y puedo hablar en español. Y mientras hablo en español, Whisper va a entender el español, pero como los primeros 30 segundos de audio son en inglés, va a transcribirlos también al inglés. Así que no vamos a ver ningún tipo de texto español escrito en la pantalla. Y ahora, I'm going to go back to English and we're going to wrap. So this is also a 1.5 minute audio file. I'm going to stop. All right, and we'll record another one right now. Hola a todos, mi nombre es Nono Martínez Alonso y estamos grabando un audio en español como prueba para que OpenAI transcriba el audio detectando el idioma en español. Y luego vamos a hablar en inglés. And I don't know if this would be weird, but I just talked in Spanish for 20 seconds and now we are continuing. So I don't know what it will do, but I expect that it will recognize Spanish as the language and not English. And yeah, so I'm going to say, I don't know what to say. So maybe just subscribe to the channel if you're liking the content. Let's try to speak in a different language. Je suis espagnol. J'habite à Malaga. That means whatever it says in English, right? Let's see. Okay. So we got those. We can close this. We got those files in here and we're gonna move them as well to this folder. I have these two other files. And now we can transcribe them. So let's do that really quickly here with list. First English, then Spanish. So we're gonna just put this in here. Oh, not tiny n. I don't want it to be tiny n. So it's gonna be tiny, and we're gonna do whisper, tiny, and to Spanish. All right, and we can start building the command for the other file as well in here. So we can do Spanish then English. So we're gonna put this here, and this is gonna be and then Spanish. Okay, so all right, everyone, it's not here, so it didn't detect my name. What I'm doing is speaking English first from Malaga, Spain, and what I'm gonna do is that I'm going to switch Whisper AI. All right, so Jose Luis is going to for a run, and that's great. I think I should do that at some point as well. Yeah, so if you missed it, we talked to Jose Luis before. It's a test. He studies me both in Spanish. Now I'm going to speak in Spanish. And we're talking about Whisper, which is an artificial intelligence agency of OpenAI. And I can speak in Spanish. And while I speak in Spanish, Whisper to understand the Spanish. But as the first 30 seconds of audio are in English, it's going to be transcribed also in English. So we're not going to see any type of Spanish text written in the screen. And now I'm going to go back to English and we're going to wrap. So this is also a 1.5 minute audio file and we're going to stop. Okay, so that worked. And now I'm gonna run it on this one. It already detected that it's Spanish and it's gonna start transcribing. So, hola a todos, mi nombre es Nono Martínez Alonso. And robando, that means steal, not trying. Yeah, so it works, but because of the tiny model, it doesn't work great. But I guess like if we want better quality here, we just need to put here medium and change here medium and just transcribe it. It probably has to, yeah, it has to download it, and this is 1 gig already, so we're starting to go up in size. And I guess now I talk in English here, but it should translate it to Spanish. That's what I expect. All right. Okay, so we've tried this and it works. Prasad, really good question. And yeah, let's see what else. So the real objective, what I wanted to do, and maybe we can write that in Notion because that's going to be probably what I do on the next live stream. So now I have a topic for for the stream to do something, right? Is going to be expanding this, transcribing chapter markers with Whisper. So we want to, so we record, so we create audio clips from video markers, from markers, pipe them, so transcribe them with Whisper, and append them, append the transcript to its marker, append transcripts to their marker. So what I want to do here is I want to, if I'm recording a video, so for example in OBS, I can go to my OBS recordings folder. So it's actually this one. And what I could do is I could, yeah, Prasad. So that was really interesting. Thanks for your question. So what I can do is hit record, right? So if I hit record, there is a new audio file that pops up here, which is it's actually this one, right? It's actually this one because it's that timestamp. It's MKV, and if I stop, it will create an MP4, right? That is here. So if I actually do that again, so I hit record, we get this file. And from what I mentioned before from my stream deck, I have these buttons that create markers. So if I click on intro, this file is gonna pop up now in my on my screen, my folder, and has a marker called introduction at the timestamp when I clicked, right? So right now I see that the recording time is 30, 31, 32. And if I click, so marker, let's say at 36, then it adds, well, there is some delay there. I don't really know why there is a delay in between the timestamps. So yeah, not sure what's happening. Maybe because of the lag between the video creation when I hit record. But if I reset it, let's try again to see if we get a more accurate estimate there. Right, so we now got this file, and I'm gonna say intro, and if I do now marker, it should be like 15. Okay, 13. So there is like some lag in there, and maybe we can try to see how we accommodate for that. But the idea is that if I have a marker here, I would like to say, for example, now we're going to talk about OpenAI. Then it will create a clip of audio saying, now we're going to talk about OpenAI, Whisper will transcribe it, and the parser will bring it here, right? So that means that when I finish, I'm going to be able to see a set of markers with their corresponding text in the file, right? So that way I know for each marker what I was talking about. So for example, if I click something or I forget something, I say I'm going on a break, and I just hit the marker, then I know that that's actually a break marker, right? All right, so we're recording. I'm gonna stop the recording. This is what I think we'll set for what did we do today? So as a recap, live conversation with Jose Luis Garcia del Castillo, who you can follow. I'll put the link there to his YouTube channel. Parametric camp. Jose Luis's Jose Luis's parametric cam channel. Yeah, Jose Luis is asking what we're planning for the 100th live stream. I don't know. Maybe I've been delayed spanning these live streams because I'm thinking about it. I actually wanted to bring people like you and some other people I've been talking to like teach something during that special live stream when it's not me but other people who teach. But I don't know if it'll happen in number 100 because I'm 3 live streams away and I don't think I have the time to plan right now. But yeah, would you be open to give like a short, I don't know, maybe like a 15-minute or like a 30-minute tutorial on something on the channel? It can be something that you've already taught on your channel or whatever, but does this sound like something that you could do? Because I'm looking for different people and you could be one of them and I could plug you as I did today and plug your screen. Let's do it. Okay, I have some other people in mind, so maybe this needs a bit more preparation, but that would be good. Like 100th live stream and we prepare a bit more than usual because I don't usually prepare too much. Yeah, so live, this is like 97. So, oh, this is, whoa, okay. This is 98. So I'm almost there. I thought we had more more slack. I'm gonna have to name them like 99.1, 99.2 so I can cheat a bit. All right, so transcribing chapter markers with Whisper. I would love to do this. That would be awesome if we can do it there. And today we made an overview on OpenAI's Whisper. You can do 99A, 99B until you're ready. Yeah, that kind of defines the purpose. But yeah, I could do that because I would love for number 100 to be that special one. Ah, okay. You just killed my joke, lol. Oh yeah, you're delayed, man. I but you wrote it. I think you wrote it before. You wrote it before I said it on the live stream. So yeah, I commented. Yeah, okay, I see what happened. That's really weird. Time shifting. All right, so what did we get from this? What did we get from here? Whoa, that is weird. This is weird. Chinese, Korean. I don't know what this is. I did. Okay, so yeah, this is something like it tries to get the Spanish text and put it into no the English text and put it into Spanish, and it did not do a good job. Whereas it did from English to Spanish. So if we get what models did we get there? Let's just try here for sake like large V2 just to see if that would work. But this is and this is medium for Spanish. Esto es whoa, okay. So the medium multimodal actually gets that this is Spanish. And all right, ahora voy a hablar en español. Esto es un test y esta es mi voz en español. Y estamos hablando acerca de Whisper. Whisper. Okay, so my assumption from before wasn't right. Like I actually the other model did translate from Spanish to English, but this one now is actually transcribing the text in Spanish as I said it. So that's a bit confusing to me, honestly. I don't really know why it's meant to work one or the other way. But I mean, we're asking for multiple tasks into one. I think just the fact that we have transcription for free in a single language is really good. FP is not supported using FP32. And yeah, one thing that I want to note that I want to use is if we go, I'm going to hide this really quickly. So if I go to the labs OpenAI, what is it? openai.com/API product platform.openai. Okay, so I'm just going to log in here while you don't see my screen. I'm logging into OpenAI and we are gonna see. So you had joined the GPT-3 waitlist. I already did. Not sure if I'll get there. And API reference. Okay, so if we go, oh, page not found. That's weird. Okay, give me 1 second and I'll share. So Jose Luis, if you're going to run, just let me know and say bye, because I don't know if I'm talking to you. I'm not gonna hear it. But yeah, we should plan ahead for that. And yeah, thanks for joining us live today. That was fun. That was a fun experiment. I need to see how to bring everyone on screen. Okay, so I'm trying to do something here before I share. Right. Okay. Okay. Great. So I think I got it. There you go. So this is a weird page not found. If you go to platform.openai.com, you will get here, and you can manage your account, see billings, see many things, and they've now added in beta speech to text, which is actually Whisper, and they've added image generation a while ago, which is DALL-E, and we have seen this on the live stream. Embeddings for text embedding, I haven't tried that yet, but I really want to try it. I have some experiment projects that I want to do. And yeah, so if we go to speech to text, this is the Whisper model, so large V2. File uploads are currently limited to 25 megabytes, and the following types are accepted. So I guess the text-to API provides two endpoints, transcriptions and translations based on our state-of-the-art blah, blah, blah. Transcribe audio into whatever language the audio is in, translate and transcribe the audio into English. All right, so weird that this is not capitalized. OpenAI audio file in transcript, and that's it. And you can also form file, blah, blah, blah. Whisper 1. Supported languages. You can see there are a lot of supported languages here, including Spanish. Longer inputs, audio segment from MP3. Prompting. Okay, so this is good. So this is good prompting. You can use a prompt to improve the quality of the transcripts generated by the Whisper API. The model will try to match the style of the prompt, so it will be more likely to use capitalization and punctuation if the prompt does too. However, the current prompting system is much more limited than all other language models and only provides limited control over the generated audio. Here are some generated audio. Speech to text. We're not generating any audio. Here are some examples of how prompting can help in different scenarios. Prompts can be very helpful for correcting specific words or acronyms that the model often misrecognizes in the audio. For example, the following prompt improves the transcription of the words DALI and GPT-3, which were previously reading as GDP-3 and DALI. Okay, so that means that hola todos. Oh, wow, I got the name properly. Oh, this is the large model. So this is actually, it gets this in Spanish really well. And I don't know if this would be weird, but I just talk in Spanish for 20 seconds and now we're continues. So I don't know what it will do, but I expect that it will recognize. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. And it got my name without me even prompting anything. But if we want to grab the just the tiny one from the first example. So tiny, tiny, tiny. So if you just go to, so this is tiny prompt and we go here, tiny. How do we feed the prompt? So let's go to your Whisper GitHub. Whisper model. We get here prompt. Where's the CLI? Main. Let's just look here. Output there. Transcribe. All right. So the Whisper transcribe file. Here we can see all of the options or parameters, arguments that we can pass to the Python script. So there is a lot of stuff that we can customize to tell this what to do. So we could, if we want to get more like picky, we could actually do here, say language is English. Right? Let's make this a bit bigger. So language, oh, maybe that's too big. Language is English, and can I actually? Language is English. Patience, press tokens, initial prompt. Okay, so we're gonna do here initial prompt, and we're gonna put here Nono Martinez Alonso is looking at Whisper and OpenAI. So if I do this with this prompt, what we intend to see is that the name is understood as Nono Martinez Alonso, but if we okay, so this is Nono Martinez Alonso, Whisper, OpenAI. That's great. If I was called, all right, and everything else is pretty good. So if I was called something different, for example, no. If I was called, for instance, Nomo Martinez Alonso, I don't know, just to, this was actually, we were talking about Whisper and Open AI. Let's see if it gets the prompt. So we're feeding it with some initial prompt that we want to inform some of the words. So you see, okay, this is Nono Martinez Alonso, right? Like we wrote it. And it says Whisper and Open AI. So actually, it works really well for initial prompting. So this is actually something that we should be taking a closer look at. And the other thing that they talk about is punctuation. So normally I'm looking at Whisper transcription and OpenAI. Somehow people could understand that even though it's unclear, Whisper is free and is provided by OpenAI. I don't know. So just trying to put commas there, dots, and M dashes. So just to see if the punctuation actually changes in any way. That could be something interesting. Okay, this is no, and this is a test audio recording. So we're now live, and I'm talking about Whisper, which is OpenAI. So you can see that because I've put more commas, it's actually $1 per minute of audio transcribed. It's pretty good. And so what did we get without the that prompting? So let's see. I just want to see if we get less commas. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, you see this comma doesn't exist below. Great. Well, that's really nice. And maybe now that we have it here, we can go see not this, but super stock. All right, temperature, number of candles when sampling. Let's see what else. Output format, output dir. Device. Word timestamps. Let's go for that. Word timestamps. Append punctuations. Threads. Number of threads used by Torch for CPU inference. Supersedes, blah, blah, blah. Default 0. So threads. All right. Unrecognized arguments, word timestamps. That's pretty new then. All right. So it seems I don't have the latest version. Let's see. So if I go here, so we just need to put the update flag. So let's see. Upgrade or update? Yeah, upgrade. The latest and greatest. All right, and I see that there is some people online. So if you want, you can tell us on the chat where you're connecting from and how you found us. Okay, so we're gonna try now because this seems like it updated. So if I run this again with the word timestamps argument, I expect it not to fail because the latest version has that property. Word timestamps, word timestamps. Oh, okay. So bold. What is the value? Okay, so it's not that it doesn't exist, it's that I didn't give it the right value. So Mohsen Afshari saying here, I'm new to your channel. I'm following your earlier topics on styling and pixel to style to pixel, and I immensely enjoyed them. I'm still following the topics and learning. Awesome. That's good. That's the past, but the videos are still there. They're going to continue being open, and I hope that I can get back at some of those topics and we can play with them in the near future. So that's one of the things that I've enjoyed the most. I would love to see if you do any experiments with them and you do projects. I would love to see them, so you can actually drop them. You go to None of the Masas Discord, you can join the Discord server. I would really appreciate if you dump your projects there, some images, some animations, some whatever you want to show. That would be awesome. String to bool. Okay, so is that I can put here true? True or yes? All right. Let's see. Does it work? Does it not work? And thanks for sharing that, Mosen. I really appreciate it. Thanks for your kind words, and I'm glad that it was useful. That is being useful for you to learn something. Okay, so we're gonna close this. Let's actually remove some of these things, artifacts that we created here. Well, that transcribes. All right. So what happened here? Okay, where is that? So we're exporting to tiny prompt, and this is tiny prompt is here. So that's the latest. Oh, great. So this actually gives us the timestamps. So we are actually getting word by word timestamps. Word this start blah blah blah. Great. And we can format the document. There are multiple formatters, blah blah blah. Prettier. All right. Right, so there are segments. You can download it from GitHub and you can feed it with audio and you will get the transcription. And then we get the U is from here to here, blah, blah, blah. This is pretty cool. All right. Great. That's great. That's awesome. So that means we can create audiograms and we could, yeah, we could, I mean, there's something that this script also synchronizes the timestamps with the audio. But yeah, this is great. I think I feel I've learned a ton, and I hope that you have learned as well. I give you the chance to type some more comments, some more questions on the chat before we go. Say hi and let me know where you're connecting from. Mosen says here, thanks, I'm still learning, but I will post my results as soon as I prepare my project. That'll be awesome. I would be really happy to see. And if I can help you get unblocked at any time, that would be also fine. And you can ask on the Discord. All right, so I'm gonna close stuff here. You remember that you have the Colab for Whisper in there, so you can test Whisper. You can upload an MP3 and transcribe it, or put a URL where your MP3 lives. And yeah, so I think that was it today. So you see, if I do like an outro here, yeah, so that was an overview on Whisper. So we didn't see the API of OpenAI, but we saw how to use the free version. Like, we can get the model installed as a pip package. It's a Python package that we can issue commands to and feed MP3 files or audio files in other formats and get the transcription. Also, it does translation and it transcribes from many, many different languages. I hope you learned something today. I definitely did. I learned a few more things, and I saw that they have now word timestamps in experimental phase, which is super cool for some things that we can do. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. And yeah, join the community on Discord. Thanks so much for joining live, and I will see you next time. Bye. I would encourage you um, to subscribe and click on the bell if you want to get notified when I go live next or when I upload new videos. And please give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying the channel and you want to see future videos. And I don't know, that just pushes me to like create better content and continue with this project. We're really, really close to reaching 4,000 played hours in 1 year. This has never happened on the channel. And now that we are over 2,000 subscribers, we're ready for YouTube um, to review our channel for monetization, because I'm not making any money at all with this thing. But if it can pay a bit so we can invest back in some of the tools that I'm using for editing, like Descript and Riverside and some other like even contractor work, that'll be great. And if you have any interest at all on supporting the project in the form of some monthly subscription or some donations, please reach out to me. I'm at me@nono.ma, Discord, and also on Twitter at nonoesp, as you can see there. Let me know, because I don't really have a donations program at the moment. But if that's something that you will be interested in like becoming a subscriber and getting some personal like special quirks, that'll be also a possibility. And last thing, Mohsen says, I'm originally from Iran, but I'm waiting for my visa to migrate to Sweden. Recently, I got a job at Polestar, a subsidiary of Volvo, as a software architect. That's awesome. I mean, that's really cool. And I'm really glad that you found the community, you found the channel, and that you found me. Okay. Without further ado, I'll see you next time. And again, thanks so much for being there. I hope that this is being useful. Bye.